Gentlemen and female gentlemen, welcome one and all. Highly requested rabbit hole we're looking into today, all right? I'm talking League of Legends. Yeah, that's right. The worst fandom on the planet. All right, it's up there with some other worst fandoms on the planet, all right? Listen, I've seen the Has Been Hotel fans and the Undertale fans. League fans, don't worry. You're in S tier, nestled between the breasts of furries and other bullshit, so you're fine. Anyway, Seth Sintach, someone that people tell me to react to his videos all the time, just made a video 4 hours ago, League of Legends review 4K edition TM. So the first thing that caught my eye is the fact that this video is 5 minutes long, and it's about one of the biggest games of all time. The big League of Legends review is 5 minutes long, and it's about a franchise that is so big, so massive, one of the biggest in the world, multiple cinematics, trailers, insane amounts of lore, and like wild gameplay, a rabid fan base, and all that shit. But he'll make video over here, Endless Space 2, okay? That's 30 minutes long. Bro, what the frick is Amazing Cultivation Simulator is a 34-minute video. He'll make a 4-hour-long video on an ancient game that no one's ever heard of before of all time. And then biggest game ever, 5-minute review. Honestly, I have nothing but respect for that. That is the craziest grind set ever. So this is a bit of a primer for me. As you know, I, Lord Nuxanor, consumer of all lore, diver of all rabbit holes, am about to jump headfirst into the League frontier. All right, I'm on a bit of a vacation right now. I'm gonna come back and we're going full frontal, nuts to butts, penis to mouth invasion of the League fandom. Yeah, that sounded very wrong somehow. But the point is, we're diving into League. Arcane Season 2 is coming out, and I'm doing deep dives on Arcane, on League lore, and all that shit. Let's jump into it. This is gonna be my first touch into League, because I am literally going blind.
Hey people, Seth here. What is a League of Legends? That's a very good question.
So everything I know about League of Legends is they're a rabid fan base. It's incredibly popular. It's a boring game style that for some reason people seem to love, that I've never gotten into in my life. And also, simultaneously, Silco is one of the greatest villains in animation history, and I don't even know if he's actually canon to League lore.
On the surface, it's a MOBA, which is still popular, despite most games' legends. That's a very good question. On the surface, it's a MOBA, which is
600,000 players right now. Peak is 2.4 million live players. Jeebus Fleebus. That's insane. That is a big freaking game. God damn, this is Concord levels of success. Very excited to see how the characters stack up to Concord's characters. I'm sure that they're equally figured. Yes, I'm sure there aren't any traditionally attractive women in League of Legends. It's probably a totally coincidence.
Still popular, despite most games ending after top or mid feeds free kills. A snowball of mistakes which start the moment you begin queuing. Win or lose, the only victory is choosing not to play.
Let's go! I love those games. Those are the best games. Those games teach you how to live. When your dad looks at you and says to you, hey, brother, hey, friend, hey, homie, you are wasting your life not learning any life lessons playing video games. You turn to your father and you say, that's not true. League taught me that sometimes it's better not to play at all. And your dad looks at you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and says, you're adopted.
Each day, I leave a dirty dish on the counter. Each day, I come back, and the ants establish a new Silk Road to carry my table scraps.
Okay, right.
League players are much the same. They're conditioned.
Much the same like who? The person leaving the dishes on the table, or much the same as the ants making a Silk Road to your ant scraps? I'm very confused by this analogy. Listen, I'm gonna do a lore dive into League, and you're my primer, Seth Sintach. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
For abuse and return to their abuser without fail, because they're going to change for real this time. Door dashing a bottom.
She's hot, but she should have gotten much bigger. 600 pounds plus Lois would have been a literal goddess. R/Fat Lois. Who are these people? Why is this real? See, this is what I'm saying. This is some furry community shit, all right? Listen. I have spent my time on the internet jumping into every rabbit hole I can, all right? I will absorb the lore of every franchise and every fandom. And this is some furry shit.
Friendly diet prepares the League player for a lifetime of incontinence as they get shafted daily by Riot Games.
Let's go.
Kumquat going up my brain.
Day 5 of No Poop July. Now that's what I'm talking about. No nut November, no poop July, no dick December. That one only works if you're female or gay, but it's still a challenge.
I'm gonna die are the last words of each individual that subjugates their white matter to League.
Listen, so I have a problem with my editor. He's a good man. A good man. I love him. Stevie is my friend, my homie, my boy. But unfortunately, he is mentally crippled. In other words, he plays League of Legends. It's awful. It's like, hey, bro, can you do me a favor and send me this file? And he'll be like, I'm just queuing into a game right now. And then I'll be like, okay, expecting it to be sent to me in like 5 minutes. 4 hours later, he'll say, oh, here it is, guys. Bro, League of Legends is brain diabetes. On God, on God. And I've never played it.
lifeless body is found at the computer, and their parents cry as they explain to the coroner that the purple-skinned midget dwarves their son was fapping to was in fact popular characters Lulu and Tristana for—
No, don't fap to Lulu and Tristana. No, no, no! Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'll end up on the Rev Says Desu hit list again.
League of Legends. And this will be your fate should you ignore my warnings. The big question on everyone's mind is Dota 2 better than— Yes, it is. Then again, this is a comparison between playing with emotion—
Wait, the review of League of Legends is Dota 2 is better than League of Legends.
Unstable Germans and whoever hasn't been conscripted to the front lines. They're not playing to win, they're playing to forget, because this is their last solo queue before getting deployed to Donbass. Additionally, every dollar spent on League is a dollar spent on the 2027 reunification of Chinese Taipei. Every dollar spent on Dota is another calorie consumed by Gabe Newell. But
True. You see, the beauty of supporting League of Legends is that you are in fact supporting Mother China.
You'll never play then, because all the female bot lane characters are in League, and you'll continue in the hopes of finding a mentally unstable e-girl with borderline personality disorder. So
that is literally my type, all right? That is the I can fix her archetype. It has become incredibly popular over generations. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering a very simple thing. Lord Nuxanor, what is the ideal female? And I'm sure you'd come to me, you know, blue-haired, anime-looking motherfucker, emulator of chaos, absorber of lore, devourer of drama, okay? And you're like, asking me for help. Completely understandable. I am the place that most sane people would turn to, as you can tell by my glorious Chadley physique and red pill ideology. And I will look you into the eye, and I will tell you, the I can fix her archetype is the ideal whammon. Then I'll proceed to head back into my goon cave, never to be seen again by mortal eyes.
Insane demonic genes may combine with your autism. You will flood the earth with your autistic nonverbal offspring.
I'm very confused how this is a League review and I've heard nothing about the actual game so far. Is this like your average Seth and Tzeentch experience?
She'll inherit bronze free, which by that point will be even lower, and the average rank will be Driftwood 5. Son, I have a confession to make. I invested your entire trust fund into Groy per coin, and unfortunately, I lost everything.
No!
Luckily, I still had $500 to buy the new fake—
Oh, that I heard about. This was a skin that was released, and it was a $500 skin. And everyone was like, oh God, we have to boycott League of Legends for making a $500 skin. This is insane. And then everyone bought the skin anyway because they wanted to be stepped on by this magical whammon.
Ari skin, please don't rope yourself. Think of how much rope I'm going to be shooting when your diabetic mother cosplays her at PAX East.
Do not talk to your child about that shit, bro. Seth!
Fortunately, we're in debt, and I'm forced to sell you off to a wealthy, charismatic homosexual. Please forgive me in the same way that I've already forgiven myself. You couldn't understand the philosophy of his company by seeing which champions they release. After all, they know their audience. Women for the porn-sick gooners, women for the e-kittens dating them, and children for Jax players. What?
I don't even get the reference, and I hate it. Oh my God, bro. Listen, the women strategy is a good strategy. It's been paying off for a very long time. I wonder how Concord could have possibly failed. And then you look at the cast of Concord. Like, holy shit. Unbelievable. But somehow, somewhere, you have these other games like Zenless Zone Zero, which is a reskinned Genshin Impact. And it works. It just fucking works. Why? Because did you see the fucking trailer where she stabbed the knife into your crotch and then looked at you in the eye and then licked your balls? I don't think that's actually what happened, but that's how people describe it to me. Okay? All right? Okay? One of the Concord women look like Space Marines, goddammit. Like, this is insane. And then League of Legends is like, listen, we'll just make a hot whammon and people will just, $500 skin, say less, it's an investment. You know what I'm saying?
Why even spend money on gifting your e-girl skins when you can save 80% by lacing her drinking water with fluoxetine?
Dude, this man is so freaking smart. He's so smart. This is literally an investment. My Jew senses are tingling. Why spend $150 on a meal for a date if you could spend a solid $20 to homeless Joe on the corner and get fluoxetine? He's literally so fucking intelligent.
For the same effect. I have a theory about League, and it pertains to all mainstream multiplayer games. Chat filters in moderation don't fix the problem. They only serve to stifle the Aryan spirit. Now, everyone's become a little tattletale, skirting around the rules, trying to infuriate you so they can send their epic report to Daddy Riot.
So based. This is why censored chats are cringe. Censorship is bad. That's right. It cultivates an age of pussies. And I don't want no pussies playing games like League of Legends. That's for real men. Real men! Men in my day! This is gonna be what your average League player is gonna tell his grandchildren as their grandchildren start saying yif yif dressed in a furry costume playing Furry Fuck Simulator 47. They're gonna say, back in my day, we were real men. We played League of Legends, god damn it. We paid $500 for a skin, like real men.
You know what this makes you? The same?
The Andrew Tate of 2 generations from now is gonna stand there with his pussy hand signal. You know, he puts his fingers together in pussy shape. He's gonna do his pussy hand signal, and I'll say, in my day, I used to sell my Bugattis to pay for proper skins and have good foot pics of my freaking waifus. Look at you now!
As that one kid who cries to the principal, snitches get stitches, and if it were up to me, we'd take you to Birmingham and stone you to death in Sharia court. You cannot suppress the human condition. We are the sons of the retards you could not lobotomize. Similarly,
that's such a good line. He didn't talk about League yet. He's talking about why censored chat is cringe. Or something.
Vanguard doesn't prevent cheating. The only purpose of it is for Shishu Hongzhi, intern at Riot Games, to push a bad update and destroy my computer.
True.
You know how you cheat in this game? You make a smurf, and then you're at a level playing field because everyone else made one before you. At this point, there's no such thing as a new player. Only a Yasuo main who can't leave silver. Despite this, Riot will never do anything, which is probably for the best, as any decision they've ever taken is always the worst. Come back in a few years when surrender votes start at 10 minutes, and simply thinking of a racial slur activates Vanguard. League.
Dude, that would be awesome. If they could have racial slur brain detection as a new way to cancel people, that would literally change the game. And you know how much more content I would get? It's like, bro, breaking news. It turns out Mr. Beast thought of a racial slur when he locked 4 contestants in a room that were all of the same race for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Bro, classic shit. Classic. That would be awesome.
Is an ontological anchor in time. We represent our lives not in years, but as a motion before and after quitting League. Tyler 1 got permabanned, now he's a father. Video game donkey himself, now he's pregnant.
Look at these examples. Oh, bro, Stevie, I know you complain sometimes that I send you like lore dives that are 4 hours long. I made a 3-hour-plus long video reacting to the God Emperor of Mankind from Warhammer 40k lore, which is the nerdiest shit in the universe, and you were like, bro, but this is very long. Think about how much time you would have to edit videos if you didn't play League. Honestly.
I got 30-day chat restricted. Now, I take subcutaneous clitoral injections of 5cc trenbolone, and I've never felt better. League is the demiurge. To break out of this asylum, you must realize there is no lock or key, and we may simply walk away.
I feel like this entire video is just like an AA meeting where this dude is talking about how overcoming the addiction of League is actually a monumental task of Herculean strength that will create some Sisyphusian ability to look fate in the eye and scratch your balls, hands free, not stressing about pooping, not stressing about a long queue time, not worrying about running down mid. That's literally the only thing I know about League. Bro, it's actually insane. This whole video is supposed to be a review of League of Legends. I am a greenhorn. I am trying to learn about League of Legends. And all I've learned is the Sisyphusian task of uninstalling the game and making babies.
Despite my critique, there is a purpose to League. It's the best psychological evaluation out there. Forget the MBTI or whatever. We need to conduct job interviews by making the applicant play League of Legends. True. Everything you need to know about a person's character, you'll learn from watching ranked solo queue. And make sure he's playing a support. If your friendship can withstand League, it's already tested, and we stand as brothers. I rendered this in 4K on my MacBook Pro. Hopefully, the extra effort comes through. The personal computer is a modern manifestation of Solomon's temple.
What the fuck is even going on right now? Like, what is this video? This video is like an actual schizo-psychodoid trip.
A pulmonary embolism on Google servers is the least I can do. Initially, I thought a lot of people complaining about audio were audiophiles. These are people who molest music instead of children. It is my unfortunate discovery that after 5 years of doing this full time, that I have been recording audio with an XLR microphone without installing any drivers. However,
wait, you need drivers?
Like a mama bird vomiting my regurgitated food into your mouth, I know what you truly need. So, it is then unfortunate for the listener that I must inform you I've uninstalled them and have no intention of getting better. In fact,
Based! You think that stubbornness is a mental condition? You think that the the lack of will to improve is a problem, the lack of will to improve is what drives me to continue to strive to become the least improved individual of all time. I will not raise my standards to appease you. You will lower them to recognize my greatness. Is what I said to my dad after I got a B+ on my report card in 2nd grade.
I'll make it worse. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned.
Mediocrity is not a weakness. It is a lifestyle choice. God damn it. I'm so glad people are finally warming up to the idea of you don't need to try to better society. You should instead laugh at it all burning around you. God, this philosophy is so fucking good. I'm literally building a brand around chaos, and it's so fun.
A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchant's Guild, gang-stalking my enemies until they die. You're all truly wonderful. I have no idea who these men are, and I'm not complicit in any crimes. Your Honor, have a good one.
Full disclosure, I have no idea what just happened. Like, full disclosure, my man's Seach over here just dropped a 5-minute long review on League of Legends, and I know nothing about League of Legends. The League of Legends lore dive is still happening, goddammit. The first one is probably gonna be a really long timeline type shit. I don't even know where to start with this behemoth, this fucking fandom of gross massiveness. Arcane is the best show of all time, though, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to dive into this before Arcane Season 2. So, thank you so much for being here. I feel like I just got Gunther'd in real time. Thank you. I love you. Big kisses to everyone. I will continue to bird vomit League addiction into your brains or something. I don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes. Maybe I'll do a video reacting to every cinematic ever made in League. Maybe that'll be a good way to understand the lore. Or maybe that will kill me due to its extreme length and girth. Just like Tyrone's. Whatever, I have to stop thinking about Tyrone while I'm making content. God damn it, Nux, get your head in the game. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.